So this is probably going to be the most candid video I've done in a while. I have not been able to come in front of a camera for months. You might ask why. Most people think, I don't know whether this is focused, but most people think to me it comes naturally. You know, I'm super talented. I can do stuff. I can do a lot of things. But most times it is not the case, you know. For the most part of it, you feel burnout. You feel as if, I think the focus is not working. Okay, it's back. Okay. I think I will not be moving in front of the camera. So for the most part, you feel burnout. What is burnout? You feel burnout. You feel inadequate. You feel as if all the work you are putting in is not paying off. Well, you might ask, oh, you are putting in work, I'm not seeing your work. Mostly because I don't share most of what I do. And you keep on doing stuff, and especially for people who work, let's say 9 to 5, or are working for brands or having brand collabs, you end up feeling some kind of inadequacy because you are basically helping people build their own stuff while you feel left behind in your own craft. So this is my attempt at, you know, trying to tell a story. Is it a story? I don't know whether it's a story or not. I just hope this mic can reach there. I'm trying to, for the best part of the year, I've been exploring cinematic storytelling, and in an attempt to become better at what I do, I want to tell more. I want to tell better stories. Not only to blab in front of the camera or grow your business, do that. No, but like something more relatable. If you want to grow your business, you can go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT can help you create a strategy for that. You don't need me to be screaming on the screen. Or you can go to Alex Hormozi. He's already doing a very, very good job at that. So I don't feel like, or at some point, because of what I was doing, I felt like I was inadequate, right? Well, if you are helping people build their brands and tell stories and get businesses and get deals and get more customers, why aren't you building your own? You know, that feeling of inadequacy and wanting to be perfect, I think, is something that has, will I say, for the lack of a better word, held me back for the past couple of months. I've not been able to share here with you guys, but I think I'm becoming better at my craft. What am I looking for? I'm looking for something that I can use to, I think I'm becoming better at my craft. So this is an attempt to show you guys how far I've come, and to, you know, what is wrong with the lights? Something is wrong with the light, with the continuous light. What happened to it? Oh. So yes, this is just an attempt to like have a candid conversation. I don't know how long this is going to be. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I don't even know why I'm even talking about it in the first place. But I know a lot of my friends, if they see me now, you know, And I think I'm not the only one who usually feels that way. I know most times we post about do not let the world dictate what you're doing. You know, people did not succeed because they cared about what people think. But come on, we're all humans. We want that sense of validation, that sense of belonging, that sense of, okay, what you're doing is nice, what you're doing is cute. Oh, congratulations. Like, outward validation makes us feel as if what we are doing is okay. Like, we're making progress in life. Outward validation does that for us. So I think I need some practical lights. It's coming together. Yeah. So that's what outward validation does for you as a human being. So that's why most times people feel as if they need the validation of, let's say, peers or friends or family or probably partners, right? I've not used this light in a while, so I just hope I've not burnt the bulb. Oh, shoot. And this bulb is quite expensive, bro. Okay, I've not burnt it, thank goodness. So yeah, you know, I'm just trying to be the best that I can be and tell better stories while inspiring people like you and me. People who are trying to succeed. People who are trying to find themselves. People who are still, you know, stuck in whatever corner of their life that they're living. Or people who are trying to do things that literally they have to relearn from scratch. This is not an excuse to say you should be lazy, or it's not an excuse to say your craft doesn't matter. Let me see how the lighting looks right now. It's not an excuse to say what you're doing you have to hide and all that. But I don't even know what I'm blabbing about. I just want to have like an honest conversation with my camera and, you know, tell you why it's really been hard. It's really been hard putting out stuff because of the feeling of inadequacy, of the feeling of wanting to be perfect, of the feeling of people normally expecting 110% from you almost all the time. There is that feeling, and most times we not realize how that can make us be scared of what is coming, or taking not what is coming, taking bold steps to achieve our dreams. And as a general creative, the fear of not mastering a certain craft to the best that you can be, so that you can be world class. But then the question begs again, how can you be world class if you do not try? If you do not show yourself, if you do not show the work that you can do, how can you be world class if you do not test the limits and the boundaries of whatever it is that you're doing in life? You know, there are books here. These books are for props. You know, I'm not a book guy. I most of what I know, I learn from YouTube. I consume a lot of knowledge on YouTube, but sometimes, somehow, that also makes you feel, it gives you like a fake sense of, a fake sense of fulfillment, a temporary dopamine that, oh, I'm better than this person because I have more knowledge, or I think I'm making progress because I drown myself in the ocean of information without actually taking practical steps and actions to like make my life better or improve my craft. I think by the time I finish setting up this light, I might not have anything to say again, but yeah, that is what I've been struggling with for the past few months. The feeling of inadequacy, the feeling of, will I say, fraud? You know, a feeling of probably showing a facade out there of what people think you are, but you are not. You know, you have that guilt when you put something out, or I put something out and people say, well, this is awesome, and then I'm like, I'm not even that great, I'm not even that good, you know. It's a weird I'm looking for the word right now. It's a weird self-sabotaging thought pattern that eats up your mind and makes you feel as if you will drown in an ocean. Your thoughts keeps raging and your mind keeps fighting. And yes, you be for those of us who believe in God, you believe in God, you believe in word, in this word, you believe in faith, you believe that you're adequate for yourself, you believe that God is enough for you, and you fight the battle of your mind so that you can show that you are strong, and out there people see as if you are strong, but inwardly you are not. You are literally fighting and making sure that you show up every day to become better. But then that sense of inadequacy to share as a creative is something that I've battled with, and I'm just trying to be candid and sincere about it. You know, people say Jerry is that person who will push you to your dreams. I've had that said about me a lot. Like, Jerry is that person who, if you are scared of jumping, he will literally push you. He will literally send you and make you, you know, oh, I think I need to increase the ISO of this. He will literally make you see, like that song says, the best part of you is you don't have to try. Like, I do it for people, I do it for friends, I do it for family. But then that feeling of doing it for myself, I've even used this thing to cover. I've even used this thing to cover my, that feeling of doing it for myself is one thing that I've struggled with. Being the plug for everyone, but then not being the plug for yourself can be very draining. You feel like a river that keeps on giving, but it keeps on giving and giving and giving, but there's no rain to fill it up. And people keep on taking and expecting and wanting and needing, wanting you to deliver, and getting to a stage where you literally need those things to feed and to survive, but you just want to drown in the, I think my laptop is dead and I'm just talking babash. You just want to drown in the sea of, you know, inadequacies. What am I even saying? But here's the people who, like, you want to try, you have to keep on trying. You have to keep on trying. That's what you have to do. Keep on trying. I would say the word keep on showing up. I would say the word keep on showing up, but that would mean that you would have to keep on creating too. So this is a not so futile attempt to tell you that as much as people think creating is easy, it's not easy. There's a lot of headroom, but I don't really care. But you have to give yourself grace, because you show up every day, not for only yourself. You show up for people, you show up for family, you show up for individuals that you care for, you show up for everyone. You have to give yourself grace, because that's the only way you can survive. That's the only way you can literally pick yourself from the pieces every morning as you stand up from the bed and say, okay, even if I am not doing this for myself, I'm doing it for people who I care for, and people who I love, and for something that is way bigger than me. And I love when I build something from zero and I can see it thriving, and I can see it growing, and I can see it blossoming into just like it's a baby growing, and you can see that you put your effort in this, and I think that's where I draw my satisfaction from. So I don't know how I'll be doing this. I don't know if I'll be consistent, because they say consistency is what beats the game right now these days. But I don't know whether I'll be consistent enough to, like, you know, do whatever it is that I have to do to go viral. But yeah, that's my message. And I hope that for anyone listening to this, God gives you the grace to give yourself grace. And in whatever it is that you are doing, if you feel like it's not working out, that God will give you the strength to continue doing the right things at the right time, in the right places. So, and for the right people. Right, so, yeah. Welcome to my TED Talk. Oh, God.